Jude Bellingham, unbelievable in the World Cup. What a player he is for his age. But could he be on his way to Merseyside? The Mail have put how Jude. Klopp fires the first shot in battle to sign Bellingham. In the Times, Klopp push for Bellingham. Liverpool charm offensive in battle for Bellingham. And the Sun, lying in wait. Klopp drops hint that Jude is number one target. Cass, I mean, he has turned into one hell of a player. We all laughed at Birmingham when they hung his shirt up, and everyone was thinking, "Come on, the guy's 15 years of age." He goes to Dortmund and turns into an unbelievable football player. The World Cup, he was sensational. Merseyside, Anfield, do you see it happening?
I'd love it. I'm a Liverpool fan. I'd love Jude Bellingham to come. I think he's exactly what Liverpool need. They've come away, Jamie, from when they had Ronaldo, Henderson, and Fabinho as a midfield, which was a pretty dynamic midfield.
Yeah.
I mean, it's interesting that Klopp's, said today, he said, if you ask someone who has no clue about football, who knows not about, what he's capable of what age he is, he talks about, if you haven't seen football for a while, you'd say that Jude was 27, 28.
Yeah.
The way he plays.
Yeah. And his leadership qualities as well. I mean, the way he was when Harry Kane, I remember in the World Cup, Harry Kane missed the penalty, he goes straight up to him. You think, that's a future England captain right there.
Without a doubt. Absolutely. He is a terrific footballer with a great mentality, and don't underestimate going abroad at such a tender age. That decision is a big one. He chose to do that, and he's shone there. He's already had the captaincy at Dortmund. And remember, the club knows everybody at Dortmund. I know there'll be people still there that he worked at the football club when he was there. So he'll know exactly the goings-on, apart from what we see on the football pitch.
Do you think, though, Cass, that maybe they've missed the boat in terms of getting him last season? I know he's been at Dortmund and people were talking about him, but he is blown up now to another degree where the teams like Man City, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, they're all going to want Jude Bellingham now.
Yeah.
Do you think Liverpool have maybe missed a trick in waiting and not pumping the money in when they thought, when he hasn't burst onto the scene like he has so much in the World Cup?
I think mainly transfers are really detailed and take a hell of a long time to get over the line, and you have to put a lot of work in, groundwork, to get a major player. Liverpool have always played down, and Klopp has done this a lot, about their finances. Liverpool went and got Alisson, the keeper, and Virgil van Dijk, spent record fees for them. And I think they'll do the same with Bellingham. If they know if they really believe they can get him, I think they've invested already a lot into trying to get Jude Bellingham. And they might have had an arrangement with Dortmund, say, next summer you can have him.
Yes, but looking at Liverpool in terms of, all right, last season, you go, oh yeah, Bellingham's missing piece. That gets them, competing with Man City. They've had such a drop-off this season in terms of the way they've played and the competitions they've already gone out of, and you look at the team and it does starting to look a little bit aged, a little bit tired. If you're Jude Bellingham now, do you look at Liverpool and go, actually, that might be a bad move?
No, because I think it's very similar to Sir Alex Ferguson when he had tired teams and he had to reinvent them. And he did, and he went big. He went after players, made big transfers. Jurgen Klopp is one of the best managers in world football.
Yeah,
without a doubt.
Yeah.
So you want to play for one of the best managers in world football. The way Liverpool play...
but he could go to Man City. He could go to Real Madrid.
But
so
I
think he's never going to not play for one of the best managers in the world, is he?
Yeah, but have you asked Calvin Phillips now about going to Man City, or could have gone to Liverpool? If you ask that question, if you go to Man City, you're not guaranteed starting.
A different kettle of fish, though, Calvin Phillips to Jude Bellingham.
Yeah, well, if we go back a year, everyone was raving about his performances in the Euros. Now, okay, Jude Bellingham in the last 6 months or a year has gone on and on and on. Calvin Phillips was brilliant for a long period of time. Leeds, you asked Leeds fans how good he was for them, and then he played really well in the Euros. But he's gone past him. Jude Bellingham looks like he's got more. I absolutely agree with you on that, Jamie. That he is a more complete all-round player. But still, Liverpool are a very big football club and can compete with a huge best
football club. But if you're Jude Bellingham, take your Liverpool hat off. If Man City, Real Madrid, and Liverpool come in for you, where are you going?
I want to play for Jurgen Klopp.
Really?
I mean, he'd never pick me. He wouldn't have my type of player. And he wouldn't have you either. Me and you would have no chance.
No chance.
But I personally, Pep Guardiola's an extraordinary manager, but apart from Haaland and probably De Bruyne, who's got to the club, there's very few that play every game. Edison, keeper, yeah, maybe Diaz, the centre.
I mean, he played pretty much every game.
Well, he has done, but he didn't initially. He had to really work to get that. Fernandinho was the player that was playing week in, week out for a number. So it's a really tough challenge to actually get in the Man City team.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see with Jude Bellingham. For me, I think he's going to be one of our greatest England players. I think he's unbelievable. What a player he is.
Well, he's got everything.
19 years of age and he plays at that level.
Jamie, if he adds goals, which he's well capable of doing, now you've got one of the best midfielders around. I mean, look, we're talking about a guy of 19, so he's got a huge career in front of him. But everything we've seen so far, like Jurgen Klopp said, even if someone who doesn't watch football and watch Jude Bellingham for the first time, they'd be thinking, this lad must be 28, 29 as a player because he plays like a player at the twilight of his career.
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.